sum, right? So we are doing the SAP upgrade using the sum tool. We are performing the upgrade, right? So when we generated the XML file, so that time the versions are different. Why? Because XML file will generated in the I think days back. I think 2 3 days back we generated. I think recently, as per this error message you see here. So there is a does not match the current system, which means the XML file on the day which we generated that time the stack configuration files are different, and today what is there in the system this is different, which means someone manually updated the some files. So if you see here, select stack XML file here, there is a log file here. Here you can see clear information. Your STPI release version is differs from the system 003 in the actually when we selected that time 001, now it's a 003. Now it's a 003 version in the system. So that is the differs, means it's a different here. When we go to system status component, so that time, yes, it's true. 003 is the version here. So someone updated to the 003, right? 003 someone updated. Yesterday also we have seen, so it's a 001 only. But yesterday someone updated to the 003, right? So when we go to the imported support packages here when we select the spam and imported support packages, here we will come to know when this was implemented, right? If we go to the STPI, STAPI, STPI, this was, right? So it was implemented, right? So 3033, I think that time only it was implemented, the 003 it was implemented, right? So it is implemented to the 003. Actually 001 only base patch level here, 003 they have implemented. So that is the reason it's pointing like 003 is the version. Now what we have to do, we need to calculate to the latest versions. Latest versions means either again we have to recalculate the stack.xml file, or what we have to do, we have to recalculate the stack.xml file. Otherwise, we need to do the some manual adjustments in the XML file here, right? So let me try to do the manual adjustments. Normally, this is not the recommended approach to do the manual adjustments in the system, right? Directly, we cannot do the manual adjustments. So there is a XML file, right, which we generated. This is the XML file. So what I am trying to do, I am opening in the Notepad++. So wherever we have, okay, first of all, let me open in browser level. Okay. So here, just I'm trying this approach. Sometimes it's possible actually. It, so the later we can import it. So here there is a STPI version. So you can see SAP basis version, UI interface version. This is the version, NetWeaver version, and SAP NetWeaver version, STPI version 001 is there here. Now we need to change this to the 003, right? So STPI version, we need to change it to the 001 to 003. So Control F. Let me find out how many places we have this version is information. So only two places we have this version. So what we have to do, we need to change this to the 003 manually. We have to change it. So let's see whether this manual changes will help, or is there any problem with the components? Yeah. Okay. So what I'm trying to do, okay, manual changes here. Again, calculation of the XML file. Again, this will take some time, right? So wherever, let me find out the so STPI version. Okay, click on the next button here. So let me track the word wrap. Starting STPI version. Two places we have. Okay, two places. In the two places, wherever we have the STPI version, SP level, patch level, STLA level, step level, we have version that we have to manually do the adjustments here. Okay, SP level 00000, where is the STPI version? So manual adjustments, STPI. Where is the 00750 patch level 001 is there? Let me change it to the 003. Okay. So 003, I changed it here. Save it. Again, open this in the notepad. It will give you the, so in the browser, it will give you the clear information. Yes, you can see 003. So manual adjustment has been done. Okay. So what I am trying to do now, okay, within the same folder only I have done it. So let me try to repeat to see whether it will take it or not. So just I'm taking. Yes, it's taken. Right? So it's taken to the next level. So it's taken to the next step. Then it passed that step. You can see here. So there is a step is called the select stack dot x select stack, right? This got passed. This got passed here. This got passed here. So this is done. So this step is done here. 740003 manual adjustments to fix the type of errors. So we have done the manual adjustments in the XML file. Sometimes we may have to perform, but actually it's not the recommended approach by SAP. Again, you need to recalculate the XML file. That is the approach, but it's not the recommended approach. But anyhow, we have done it. For our time being, we have done it. So now see here, scanning the download directory patches and copying the software kernel from the your sys exe to some above exe for the shadow preparation purpose. The shadow kernel, why? Because parallelly it has to build the new system. So it is trying to create the new shadow system. For that one, shadow thing is required. So it is copying the data. It is copying the kernels, right? That is what we are trying now here. So 1% is completed. So there is a step will come. There we have the lot of nodes we may have to implement it here. So see, steps are running now. So steps are running. So tool imports and steps are processing here. So it will complete automatically. You no need. Same as like SWPM, even SWPM, we have to browse the all the software packages and etc here. But here, just XML file, just if you patch it, browse it, it will take care of the remaining all the steps and everything here. So only when you are going from extraction is completed, it will ask your confirmation, configuration completed, each and every roadmap step. These are the main steps, roadmap steps. They are the 6 roadmap steps: extraction, configuration, checks, preparation, execution, and post processing here. So these steps are running here. Currently, you see these steps are running here. So these are running. If in middle someone update the components to the latest version, then immediately some will detect the issues. So why? Because one side we are already doing the upgrade of the SAP systems using the sum tool, all the components. If someone manually, if they done it, there is a version mismatch, right? In the XML file, whatever it is calculated, the version mismatch. Again, we have to work on the same way whatever we have done it. But if you keep on doing the like this, it's not the best practices to perform it, right? So that is the reason. So we need to always make sure while you are working in the system, no others to perform any changes in the system, right? It's our internal team only, right? So we may have to inform them. That is the one thing we have to perform in the systems, right? So exe some above where this is the exe file temp.
So we have changed it as a manual thing,
Yes.
Uh, After that, in configuration, any error will occur, I think so.
Nothing will happen to the others. Just we know what happened. The reason we know. Why?
Yes,
Because in the
zero zero
XML
three
file
two
there is a
zero zero
button.
one we have changed it.
Sorry.
0032 001 we have changed it, right? Manually.
0012 003 we changed it.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Why? Because currently in the system 3 is there. But when
Yes.
we calculated the XML file, that time the patch level is 0, 1 only. So
Okay.
now it's 3. So that's why system detected like Babu, there is something, there is a differences between the your XML and there is a system components. Please correct it. Then we
Yeah.
corrected it.
Okay.
Normally, we have to recalculate the XML file, but that's not required. There is a workaround alternative. We can manually, if you know this XML, how to edit it, then we can manually edit the that files and everything. We can edit it. Okay, this will progress the activities. You import, tool import, tool import, tool import, tool import. There is a one step will come, node implementations. So there we have the bulk node, multiple nodes, we may have to implement it here. So that time, so everybody, we have to import the nodes and everything.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, sir. Yesterday you told like you'll be explaining pre-steps, right, sir? In the meantime, can we see that, sir?
Pre-steps means pre-steps we already explained, right?
No, 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 sir. Like that calculation which we missed due to that.
Okay, calculation of the steps, right? Okay, I will explain it. But I need to pause the recording.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sir.
Okay. So yeah, so let's see, let's continue this one. Some steps will run long run at that time, so I will explain it. So yeah. So see here, the extraction is completed now, right? The extraction is completed now. Download directory, it's checked it, extraction completed. Then when the extraction completed, when we going for the continuous step, it is asking the confirmation, just click on the next button. So in the configuration phase, here, so archiving mode and uptime, how many process, downtime, how many process, it will be selected here. So this number of process, how to calculate it, I will explain it. Don't worry. I will explain it when we have a the major class on the Monday on the entire overview. I will explain it. This uptime, how many process, downtime, how many process, SQL process, downtime. So this process I will explain it. Don't worry. So here SGen is not required. So then just click on the next button. Remember this one, configuration of the parameter. R3 process, how many, SQL process, how many, above process, how many, R3 load process, how many. So this process, how many, how system is calculated, default values, how we have to calculate it. Is there any formula? Yes. So this is like a above process, we have to calculate like number of above process, how many are there. That one we have to calculate work process. Then SQL process. So number of CPUs, how many CPUs are there? Number of CPU cores, 1 into number of CPU cores here. Only R3 load process, 3 or 5 times of CPU process we have to calculate it here. So only this is the number of CPU cores based upon the number of CPU cores. This is the based upon the number of work process. This is based upon the 3 into 5 times of the number of CPU cores here. That we have to select it here. Then when you go to the next step, so here it will ask the modification, adjustment, transports. If you have anything, no, currently this is the first system we are doing. We don't have any SPDD, SPIU transports. Then if you don't have no transports, just click next button. If you have the transports in the next system, so then you need to maintain the transports here. Just click on the next button here, SPDD, SPIU. This will be performed by the your developers. our developers will perform the changes in the first system. Means development, they will perform it. Then quality, so development, they will perform it. And quality, we can, when we are doing the quality, we have to provide this information. So now you see, checking the notes. They are the 37 notes we have to be implemented. These are all the notes you guys have to be implemented. These are all the notes you guys need to implement in the systems. Okay. So these notes you have to implement it. Maybe open the URL. So that is what you have to do it in the weekends. These are all the notes. So missing notes. It's there in the our Gem server C drive, SAP notes, missing notes. Is all the notes you guys to implement it in the system. You know how to implement it, right? Using the yes note transaction code, you have to implement the notes. Okay? Using the yes note transaction code, you have to implement the notes.
So do we need to check the dependent node? So for every node, there will be a different node, right?
Now every note, that notes are applicable. So that's why SAP showed. So this all the notes are applicable. So SAP displayed that notes. So we can implement it, these notes directly. Directly means first of all, we need to
Yes, sir.
download these notes. So we have to
Yes, sir.
download
But
we have
before implementing this node, do we need to implement the dependent node like that?
dependent node. If in case if it is asking the dependent node when implementing this one, you need to load that note as well. Okay. In note implementation, if you are implementing this note, if this note has a dependency node, then first you need to load that note and this note also will be implemented. So whenever it is asking the dependency nodes, that time you need to load that dependency nodes as well. Okay. Maybe one or two nodes, maybe it may ask the dependency nodes of the other nodes. That time other nodes also you need to download and you need to implement it. So this is the blocker for our upgrade work here. If you don't do it, then we will be stuck in this phase only. Okay. So it's your responsibility to perform the node implementation. We already know how to implement the nodes. Okay. You need to download it. You need to implement it. Let me show you one node how to implement it. Okay. First of all, we need to download these nodes. We need to go to I think it's in the SAP system. Let me see. In anywhere we have these notes are downloaded or not. I don't know. I think we already long back, I think we downloaded, I guess. Let me see where these notes are there. So otherwise, meanwhile, what I will do, I will download the note. This note. Let me download.
Or else we can configure backbone, sir. Like we can then
We
implement. We can configure backbone, right? Backbone configure.
backbone configuration, we can perform it. This is the training system, so we don't have any connection to the SAP marketplace. So that's not possible. Normally real time that is possible, but here in the training purpose, that's not possible.
So we need SUSE ID for all the to download the nodes, right?
Right. Yes, user ID is required. So SAP notes. Here we need to download the note. We need to extract the note first of all. After you downloading, we need to extract that note first of all. SAP car-xpf star.sar5. So then this node, right click and extract here. There is a text file. This text file will be generated. So this node, we have to go to the SAP site, S node transaction code. right? Just click on the upload note, manually uploading the note. So then yes notes, SAP yes notes. SAP. So this note, upload it, download, upload, then click on the implement it. Like that, remaining all the notes we have to implement it. Whoever have the SID, maybe you can help for downloading the notes, then other can implement the notes. See, we can directly implement a note. There is a object is getting implemented, right? It is done. So like that, so you can just do the other notes as well. Okay. So like that, one note implementation is done. Then when you click on the next button, this note will be gone. Then still it will say like, okay, remaining 36 notes will be done, right? So just click on this button, remaining 36 notes will be done, found, right? 36 again. So instead of that, we can implement the all the notes. Then, so you can click on the next button. It will go to the next steps. Okay. So this is the blocker. Whoever having the S user ID, please help to others, and they can download it and you can implement it. You can keep all the notes into the SAP notes browser here. SAP notes, so that all the notes are will be here. Okay. All the notes, SAP notes. We have the other notes, SAP notes. This is a different, I guess. So just see SAP notes. So there you can import it. Then we can implement it here. Okay, that is what you have to do it. So that is the note implementation. It's a blocker for us to move it. So by today and tomorrow you can utilize it, downloading the all the notes and implement it. Then only we can go for the next step. Otherwise, so it will be stuck in this phase only here. Okay, that is the one case here. So the next one, the people asked me like show the XML file configuration, right? Once again. So let me pause it.